Good morning. This is John Presco, August 20th, 2019. I now understand that my grandmother, Mary Magdalene Rosamond, was very involved in the Rosicrucian movement of Ojai, and knew Annie Besant, and possibly met Madame Blavatsky in Olcott. Annie Besant was bringing in, or co-mingling, the Liberal Catholic Church and the Theosophic Society. They were pushing Krishnamurti as the second coming of Jesus Christ. They kind of overlaid images of Jesus in Krishnamurti. I saw Krishnamurti 1975 in San Francisco with my friends Keith Purvis and James Harkins. I wasn't impressed. He had great posture, but he spoke in loops. He kept coming back and overlapping and looping around. And at the time, I was trying to escape my death and rebirth on a massive dose of LSD, McClure's Beach. And I now realize, looking at the Rosicrucian material, the rituals, and all these rituals that the Catholics were into, and the Rosicrucians were into, these are all going up the pyramid. They're all trying to prove there's a God and you can make gold out of lead, and all that's moving up. On the other hand, you've got God, or the I am, the proof, the creation, that which is. And you've got humanity coming up this way to form this. Put a rose in the middle there. So what happened after my death, well, during my death, all this fell away. Wasn't any of this. This is illusion, duality, clinging to things, conjuring, hope, faith, believe. All that fell away. Did I exist after death? Apparently. Because I saw God after I died. He showed me the kingdom of truth. So this is complete in me. It just is. It just happened. It's not something I wanted. It was something I was running from. Marilyn's her mother was trying to get me to convert to the Southern Baptist Church, and took me all to these Billy Graham crusades. So after my death, I was in a pure state of being. This side was now this side of me. And what to do, where to go. I was heading for India, and Christine Wandel seduced me, and I was a virgin, so all this business over here of a sexual mundane level, which I died a virgin at 20, is now back, mixed with the idea of women. See, women weren't really in this equation. Marilyn was, but she she had this religious agenda, which she didn't tell me about. And when I failed to go down to Billy Graham field on the Colosseum and be saved. See, like they had, like, let me just finish this. Since I died and came back, and immediately when I came back, I'm coming down the mountain. I have to make this horrendous trip absolutely by myself. Why all humanity's, symbols, rituals, edicts, commandments, all this stuff that is looking for proof that God exists. Well, that doesn't exist for me because I saw God. He restored my life. He showed me the kingdom of truth. So there I am at the top, and I got coming back into life. I got to come down here, and I'm meeting all humanity coming up. What to do? I tried to ignore it. Tried to survive the best way I can. I literally could stay in that state. And I still can't. I'm not allowed to go there. Anybody I meet and tell that I died and came back is immediately threatened. Oh no, only Jesus can do that. Are you saying you're Jesus? Well, you're the devil if you say you're Jesus. See, that's the block that Paul put on the whole teaching of Jesus. He kills the master, which he wasn't really killed. There's no reason to kill him. In my last tape I explained. Okay, so he kills off the church. No masters will come after him. That's it. He was the one. He was the Messiah. He was the Son of God. There is no one coming after. No one going to be equal to him. Except Paul. See? There's Paul. Well, he's talking to me, through me and only me. He forgave me for, destroying his church on the road to Damascus. He blinded me, and then he made me the head of the church. So I'm continuing this finality. See, well, Paul invents the finality. He was killing off this to make him. See, just him. And the original followers of Jesus were going, they demanded proof from Paul that God, Jesus is speaking through him and only him, the Corinthian church. And he says, upon my return I will spare no one, because you are asking for proof that Jesus is giving me instructions, just me. See, I read that at 50 in 1960, 1988 when I read the Bible. My mouth dropped. I said, my gosh, this is a usurper. This is the destroyer of the Christianity Jesus' teaching. I'm going, who did this? Well, then I found that the Emperor Constantine, who was born in Britain, his father was stationed up there, and I'm sure he was come across the teaching of Jesus through Baal. The Phoenicians were up there, and they were bringing the teaching of Jesus. It was a worldwide movement. See, Paul just has little Jesus in this little tiny pond here going, me, where he's going, I traveled here in Athens, blah, blah. We didn't go anywhere. He's up in, some room up in Rome, busy, writing these lies. See? There's all that. So here I am. And what I've been fighting since my daughter came into my life is the idea of this. Christine Wandel takes away my virginity. I get into women. I'm having intercourse with women. I'm falling in love with them. And I never expected to have a child. All of a sudden, Patrice Hansen has my child. She comes into my life 19 years ago. I tried to be a father. I thought that was going to be pretty easy. I tell her, hey, listen, I'm a writer and a recluse. I'm really on to this Holy Grail Badgett Lace, Holy Blood, Holy Grail. I got my own book, Rose of the World, Rosamond, the Rosy Cross. And I got a book. I got the Rose line. I'm the one that came up with the Rose lineage. It's right there in my family. Well, Dan Brown and his wife are eavesdropping on the groups I'm sharing. And when I said I'm going to turn this, instead of offering proof, I'm going to turn the whole thing into a basically historic fiction. So there's no questioning of whether this exists, whether there's a God. It doesn't matter. The interest in this is a mystery, a novel, a murder mystery. Did Jesus have a child by Mary Magdalene? Okay, boom, there we are. This is the most popular book ever written. One of them, it's right up there with Gone with the Wind, the Bible. They made a movie tremendously popular. It smashes all the other books that were out there, including mine. And but there it is. There's the key thing. Jesus, God, Mary Magdalene. And of course that's the inverted vagina and the upward heaven, and that's the Star of David, right? So they got this whole, the upright pyramid and the pyramid pointing down, and of course that's the Grail, the vagina. And I'm going, yeah, it is. Yeah, but you got, you're just basically historic fiction or even science fiction here. And you're raking in the money like heck because this is really easy for people to grasp. And of course, having been on the mountaintop and coming down, and then having my 16-year-old daughter come into my life, the great-granddaughter of Mary Magdalene Rosamond. Mary Magdalene Rose of the World. See, there's no name that exists but the name that was affixed to my grandmother when she got married to Royal Rosamond. So there it is. Well, when I started bringing that up in these groups, Knights Templars, the Mary Magdalene cult, and I said, well, excuse me, my grandmother's name, Mary Magdalene Rosamond. Oh, that doesn't matter. Oh, that's insane. How dare you mention that? Now, we're going to ban Mr. Presco here because she's really interfering with the sublimity of our divine female cult. I'm sorry, this humor I have on these angles, it's cosmic. It's cosmic laughter at the cosmic stupidity of these people, and they're grabbing. See, it's not attainment anymore. It's not using your mind or ritual. It's just like, that's mine. Ooh, that's mine too. Oh, I need that. Oh gosh, I need that. Ban him. Ban. Die, Mr. Presco. Okay, let's go to the cross again. Come on, take me. Oh, you blasphemy. Just gug you. Just guck you. Downstairs, the ugly beast, Oh, you can't say anything. You can't mean anything. You can't be anybody. It's against the rules. It's against God, and it's against Jesus and the evangelical church. You can't exist. I go, oh God, no. They found me. I'm being elected. Oh darn, I'm right up here now. I've just died on McClure's Beach. I've just come back, and I'm going, oh, I gotta be back here. I gotta leave heaven and come back into this morass of ignorance and this dual nature, the duality that creates an illusion, this grabbing, the stupidity rules, the dumber it is, the more power it should have. And that brings us to Donald Trump and these 40 million evangelicals loving him. See, he's ignorant. And he lies 6, 7 times a day. And they just go, oh boy. What, he's a liar? No, he's not. He's not lying. Like, he is. There's the proof. No, you're wrong. You're evil. Excuse me. You're of Satan. You're going to die during the tribulation, buddy. For saying that Trump's a liar. And you go, oh my gosh, they just eliminated all fact-finding, inquiry. The churches have been involved, and even Paul had to get involved in this. They don't care. See, because this comes from the suburbs. And people in the suburbs are white, and they fled the cities. And at one time, truth-finding was a part of building a city, making a city beautiful, that Joaquin Miller and other people were involved in. But this is a wide endeavor. I know it sounds racist, but when it began to be taken over by a lot of dangerous black people, the white people fled to the suburbs. So they don't care if the tribulation says, and Jesus will come, and the tribulation will happen, and 10,000 tall buildings will go crumbling down, with 1,000 people jumping out the window. See, well, people, the suburbs they got their ice cream cone, from the ice cream man that drove by. And they go, oh, that's good. Bye, cities full of mean, horrible, brown, dark people. Bye. Jesus is destroying you. Let's go see what our Messiah is saying tonight on the news. And they go turn on Trump. It's just like, and they know, see, they know this irks the Democrats and people of intelligence and people who are scientific and who are telling the world that global warming is going to destroy us. They don't care. See, this is ignorant reigns. See, ignorance. They know that their cosmology and their cult leaders are false. They know that their president's a liar, and they don't care. They have this vision of their beautiful little house they'll own in the suburb, 2 cars, some kids, and Jesus is going to bring this kingdom. He's not going to destroy those beautiful homes in the suburbs. He's going to destroy the cities. See, they all crumble, the tribulation, and they bring out their ammunition and kill the children of Satan and the Antichrist, and their way of life prevails. See, except they don't have any cities anymore with minorities in them. Trump has built a big solid wall to keep the survivors from coming up from Central and South America. That's what he's doing. That's the after the tribulation wall, because they don't want to deal with those people coming up. See, they got enough on their hand to kill all the survivors of the tribulation. And of course, when that gets to be too much of a thinking process for them, they go, I think I'm going to be raptured up. I think I'm one of them. Yes, that's it. I won't be damned or condemned or judged or any of that stuff. I'm going to be moved to the front of the line. I'm going to be raptured. Jesus, I come. So that's the lay of the land. That's how I see it. Someone who's actually seen God. And yeah, when I came back, I really thought about killing myself. I used to go down to the estuary and looking for the courage to go back to the kingdom. Just jump in the water, swim out there. You can't swim, and It's over. You're back in the kingdom. So I know it's there. And as I free up my information, especially through the Rosicrucians, I can say you can get rid of a lot of that rigmarole. I'm going to try to teach you how to go directly to God. Preferably without not taking a massive dose of LSD. I've been looking for a way to create a way. And I'm the person for the job. All right. Well, it's a beautiful sunny day out there. You be careful here. I just have to say that when I went looking for Rena, I would meditate, and we ended up in the Cathedral of Souls, and we got married. So when I sent her my letter and this tape, Birth of Venus, I think I might have mentioned we were married in the Cathedral of Souls, which her evangelical friends and boss probably told her that this is a kidnapping. He's of Satan, and he's captured you, and he's married you against your will in the Cathedral of Souls. Of course, this is the theme of that Belle Birch and Ali Valkyrie and many people in the Happy Valley of Emerald Valley have foisted upon me. But that's what I am, a beast, a monster that captures women against their will and marries them in the Cathedral of Souls. Gee, it sounds like a HBO series to me, huh? Let's bring back the Rosicrucian mysteries. Have a good day.